I have a water leak from the toilet, and as a result I have to remove the toilet, but then I find out that the flange is broken.
Okay, so I removed the flange here. As you can see, there is no flange, but there is a problem here. As you can see here, there are tile around the flange, okay? But what happening here, if I put my hand here, you can see that the flange is going to be below the tiles here. Okay, so that's what I want to show you. I'm going to raising this flange to be flush or to be above this tile. So let me show you what I'm going to do. Other angle, what is going on, okay? Here around this flange here, that used to be flange, okay, the old here, there is a foam, okay, and this is a concrete, okay, this is the basement, so it's a concrete here, the concrete floor. And what happened here, that the flange actually go below the floor. Let me show you, if I put the flange, let me show you what happened. Okay, so this is the flange, the new flange I purchased, and I just want to show you what happened if I put it here and I just press it. Okay, you will see that it's going below the floor here.
Or flush with the floor. It really needs to be above the floor or sitting on the floor in order to create a vacuum between the flange and the toilet. This vacuum will avoid gas and water leak and also make the toilet far more stable.
It's actually on the floor. So that's what I want to show you. I'm going to fill it with some substance here. I want to show you what, in order to let this flange to sit comfortably on the floor really.
So here I'm using a 3-inch pipe, PVC pipe, and the toilet PVC pipe is a 4-inch. I put it inside, and as you can see there is a space between these pipe, okay? It's a 1/4 of an inch space, and I want to seal this space with a foam, and then after I seal it with a foam, I'm going to fill the area where is the flange to sit with a self-level sealer to raise this area of the flange to the same level of the tile.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use this foam, as you can see here, and I'm going to put the foam inside this. I just want to seal it. I put too much, but you know what? It's very easy to remove it. Just want to see if it's sealed. No. It's very important that you will seal everything here. Okay, so we seal it, and now we will wait until it will cure, and then we come back to continue the work. So here we are after 5 hours here, and you can see what's happening here. Look at it. It's very, very strong here, and you can see how the foam is expanded or was expanded. Okay, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut it, okay, around this pipe. Let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it around this pipe here, okay, and leave this area, okay, you can see this area. I'm going to fill it with a kind of a cement. I want to show you what it is, in order to make this void full. Okay, and then when I'm going to install the flange is going to be above the floor here. Let me show you what I'm doing. So I already cut here the foam, as you can see, using Dremel here. Okay, and I'm going to cut here now in this area, so I just want to show you how I'm cutting it. So I'm taking a Dremel here. And now I'm going to remove it.
So that's the way it looks so far after I remove the unnecessary foam around this pipe. But as you can see, I left a 1/4 of an inch foam around the pipe, and this foam will be used as a barrier between the self-level sealer to the pipe, because the self-level sealer is very sticky.
Okay, so this is the sealant. It's called Sika Pro, okay? Self-leveling sealant. I'm going to actually pour it here, okay? In order to seal this void space, as you can see here. It's going to seal until it reaches to the foam here, okay? From here to the foam here. I don't want him to touch this pipe. I'm putting it here, okay, and that's it. Cut it. So what I need to do now, I need to punch a hole. I don't need to worry because it's self-leveling, but I have to put it from all directions. Okay, so good with that because it's already flush with the tile. So we leave it like that for maybe 12 hours. Then we come back and we're going to put the flange.
Okay.
So that's the way it's look after we complete it. And you can see it's really flush with the tile here and here. Okay, and if you look at it from here, so you can see all over is the same height because it's self-leveling. Okay, so that's the way it's look. And let's see tomorrow how it's going to look. So that's the way it's look after 2 days, okay, because I had to wait a little bit because it didn't cure after 1 day. And now it's really cured. And it didn't cure because the area, it was too big. So if you look at that, I press here, okay, it's very, very firm. So that's the time I can actually go and remove this pipe from here. And that's what I want to show you how I'm doing it. So I can use a utility knife here, as you can see, just to cut it here. You see next to the, which is a little bit difficult, but I can use the Dremel here. See this Dremel? I can take the Dremel here and carefully cut it around the area here. And remember, when I cut it, I don't want to cut the sealer here. Okay, I only want to cut to remove this on the top. Here, from here also. If I take the Dremel here, so to remove this pipe, it's better to start from here. Using a utility knife, but it's not long enough. Let's see. So that's one is better to use the Dremel. Okay. a little bit tricky, but we have to remove it somehow. That's it. Okay. So this is the way it looks after we remove. Okay, so you can see here we need to clean a little bit, but I'm going to clean with a utility knife before I can actually put a little bit. And it's very easy to clean because it's nothing but foam. Okay, you see what I'm doing? So I'm cleaning the foam here wherever needed. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to put the foam. But first, how I'm going to put the flange. Here's the flange. So first I'm going to clean it with utility knife. So after I clean the foam from here. There was a little bit of foams. I just want to put this, just to test it, I just put the flange. You see this flange? It's a metal flange. Okay, so I'm actually just push it until the end, okay? And I'm just going to put here, very important, a level. Okay, so if you look here on the bubble, you can see here the bubble. See, it's exactly in the center. It's very important, it's going to be level with the floor. Okay, so here you can see the flange is above the floor, as it should, and the only thing now left is just to glue it to the pipe, and that's the next thing I'm going to do. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to use is a clear cleaner, okay, from Ote, which I open here. And I put it around the area here. And around the flange area. That's when we clear all the debris and the oil there is. So we close it here. And now we take the PVC cement. I'm actually using the regular one. I'm using the regular clear PVC cement. Okay, I'm going to put the regular cement here. Quite a liberal amount. Okay, and here. Okay, and now I'm going to push it and move it a little bit like that. And then you have to put it like that for 10 seconds at least. That's it. We leave for like 15 minutes, then we're going to attach it with screw.
So before you attach the flange to the floor, okay, you have to use these flange screws that came with the Fluidmaster, okay, either the Fluidmaster as you can see here, and what you have to do, you have to put the screw in a special holder in a flange and just put them there inside and flip them.
Sure, the both of them at least, you know, that's my center here is 12 and 3/8. Just make sure that both of them are actually 12 and 3/8 from the wall. After I'm doing it, what I'm doing here, you see, I have to drill and I want to attach the flange with screw. I already put screw here, one here. So what I did actually, I bought this Tapcon screw for 1/4 of an inch. Remember, 1/4 of an inch, don't use 3/16 of an inch. 1/4 of an inch is better and it's stronger, okay? And I show you what I'm doing. I'm actually drilling here. And remember, I have a seal here that it's a sealer. It will go through the sealer with no problem. Okay, already in, and now we're going to the concrete. So you're going to hear a little bit of noise here. Okay, already make a hole here, and after I make a hole, remember I'm using the hammer. I'm using here the hammer. Okay, I'm taking a Petcon screw, which is 1/4 of an inch, 1 3/4. Okay, here's the Petcon screw. And remember to use it with this head. The head should be a rectangular head, remember? Not a Phillips. It's difficult to work with the Phillips. You put it here, okay? And then I'm using this key, okay? Okay, this key will go here on the head. You can buy it from Home Depot or Lowe's. It will go in and then you will circle it. Okay, it will go inside. Even I can put my hand until the hand, really. It's already in.
Set the drill for hammer to normal.
Just like this. And that's it. It's in, both of them. So I'm going to put another screw here now. And enough 3 screws, but you can actually put all of them. But for me, it's enough 3 because you don't really need more than that. That's the way it's looking until now. As you can see, I put 4 screws here. Okay, and I'm going to use the Fluidmaster here to put it here on that and install the toilet. So this is the sealer I use instead of wax. It's called Fluidmaster, as you can see here in this box. So here I'm putting the screw. By the way, this screw comes with the Fluidmaster. I put it here, and then I'm going to put the Fluidmaster toilet seal. Okay, I have one hand here. Here it is. Just make sure that these 2 screws are for the same distance from the wall, and the job done. Just remember, don't use the wax. Always use Fluidmaster or other plastic or other stuff, because when you're using the wax, it's not just create a mess, but if you miss, you have to buy a new wax. So the advantage of using this Sika Pro as a self-leveling sealant here in the toilet, which can remember this toilet is over a concrete, where tiles actually tile around the flange, but not under the flange, have 2 major advantages. One, he self-leveling himself, so you don't have any issue with the leveling. And the other one, he actually seal, is a waterproof, very easy to work with. So there's 2 advantages here that you can use this product when you have this kind of situation.